favorites as well. The love story between mortal-turned-vampire Bella Swan and vampire Edward Cullen comes to an end on the big screen with Breaking Dawn Part 2. StarTalk host and entertainment editor Ricky Lo for the 5th time sat one-on-one with each cast member for their final words on the last installment of Stephanie Meyer's best-selling series turned blockbuster movie.
You're 17, you just did the Twilight movie in 208. How did the saga change you in a lot of ways?
It would be impossible to actually mark the changes, to have something matter to you so much and also be aware of the fact that it matters to so many other people as well. Has gotten me really comfortable with pressure.
I'm a little braver as well with movies. I kind of feel like I can go a little further. It makes me excited about what I'm going to do next.
I hope in some ways I haven't changed. I hope in some ways if you were to ask the people that know me best, I hope they would say that I'm the same person I was then when any of this happened.
The Twilight saga, what do you miss most about the saga and what do you not miss about
at the fan events, the premieres, just seeing the joy and the adulation on their faces and their passion. I'm a very passionate person myself. Whenever I see passion in life, things like that, it's motivating.
Will change over the course of 5 years, regardless of whether or not there is a film involved, and so it's hard to pinpoint what we can, I guess what I'm trying to say is we're essentially the same people.
Of course, Kellen, you grew up with the saga. How did it change your life, and what was the best lesson that you learned from the saga?
If I could go back in time and just tell myself, get ready for the ride and enjoy it, take pictures, lavish every memory.
You must be feeling sad that you're saying farewell to the vampires and the werewolves.
Yeah, well, it's been a great thing to be a part of. I've really enjoyed, playing the character and also just being a part of the whole Twilight world.
I think it was the right time to end it. I mean, we got to finish where we started. We've gotten so close. We're a family now, but that's all being an actor. It's just one job to the next.
You're so close together for 5 years. How do you think you can sustain the closeness now that you are going your own ways?
That's always fun. But we do have dinners outside, but it's hard to get everybody together for dinner.
Any favorite Twilight movies?
I love, we call it the rain scene in New Moon.
Yes.
It's the first thing we see Jacob after he's transformed, and Bella comes and hunts him down in New Moon. That's a very emotional scene, and I love that one. I love the tent scene in Eclipse. That's one of my favorites as well.
What the fans in the Philippines find very memorable, your wedding scene and the love scenes. So what about you? Any favorite Twilight moment? There's so many, but there's always one that stands out. What could it be?
I think the first kiss and the last kiss in the first movie are really stand out as being very important. The wedding scene, obviously. The birth. Everything that sounds incredibly obvious.
Definitely the last scene of the first movie where Edward and Bella are dancing.
Yes,
that's kind of... I always remember that scene. I always thought it was a really, really nice movie.
What was in your mind when you were doing the wedding scene? It was very beautiful.
Everyone's looking at the bride and you're just kind of standing at the other end just being... But no, it was fun. It was really beautiful.
Cast ng Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2, may mamimiss daw sa isa't isa ngayong lalabas na ang huling installment ng kanilang pelikula. It's really to pinpoint exactly how I feel because it's a lot of different feelings.
I have no expectation. My expectation for myself is that I feel challenged and I feel pushed by the people that I'm working with.
Yes, there's only a few actors who can get movies financed, especially young actors, and Kristen's one of, it's 10 girls.
Really exciting.